Have you seen Sleepy Joe's 9 stupidest tweets of all time? President Joe Biden is no stranger to saying the dumbest things. Usually, they take place when he's addressing the media or the public. But have you ever wondered what sort of ridiculous things his team posts on his behalf online? Don't worry. We have you covered. Here are the top 9 stupidest tweets from Sleepy Joe Biden. First up, the president's take on jobs and the economy. New jobs? These jobs numbers are not because you created a booming economy. They're pre-pandemic jobs that are now making a comeback. Even though most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck and struggling to make ends meet, Sleepy Joe thinks he's doing us a solid by forcing electric vehicles down our throats. You might not be able to afford $4 a gallon gas, but you can somehow afford a brand new $60,000 electric vehicle. Even though most Americans are suffering because of Sleepy Joe's horrible economic and cultural policies, he wants us to believe he's a president for all Americans.
Some members of Congress voted against my historic investment in America and the entire agenda. That's okay. Whether you're a blue state or a red state, I promise I'd represent every American, every part of America. I'm keeping my promise, change America for the better, creating thousands and thousands of good-paying jobs, and once again leading the world in science and technology.
Biden's so-called historic investment in America has done nothing but cause record-high inflation, forcing Americans to choose between heating their homes, buying groceries for their kids, or filling up their gas tank to get to work. Even though the Biden administration tried to push through student loan forgiveness through executive action, the Supreme Court ruled the move was unconstitutional. Of course, Sleepy Joe took issue with the Supreme Court's ruling. Oh, that's right. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and every other member of the Democratic Party seem to think the Constitution is a suggestion, not the law of the land. Of course, Biden doubled down on his unconstitutional stance.
The average amount forgiven in the PPP, the pandemic loan program, average amount forgiven was $70,000. Now a kid making $60,000, trying to pay back his bills, asking for $10,000 in relief? Come on, the hypocrisy is stunning.
PPP stands for Paycheck Protection Program. The goal of the program was to keep Americans employed when the world shut down due to COVID. A business that employs people and needs a leg up is not the same thing as a college kid deciding to take on loans they knew they could never afford to pay back. Then again, the Democratic Party believes money comes out of thin air and everyone deserves free aid simply for existing. Sleepy Joe and his cohorts are trying to sell Americans on his so-called job-creating abilities. LOL. This guy really believes jobs magically appeared out of thin air because his disheveled butt is in the Oval Office. Don't worry though. Joe Biden saved us so much money on 4th of July. That 16 cents you saved can go toward the crazy gas prices you're paying. Then again, the president thinks gas prices are tanking. Oh yes. We should be ever grateful that gas prices are still higher than when you took office. How dumb of us, but the dumbest tweet of them all speaks for itself. We're sure George Washington agrees. Does our list match up with yours? Let us know in the comments.